Welcome to my room, guys. My next series of videos are probably going to be shot in here or around my house and stuff. Because of COVID, we moved my mother-in-law in with me, and we're actually in the process of moving into our first house. We're actually buying a house. I'm super excited about all of that. But in the meantime, here we are. So in this video, we're going to dive into how you can make better videos for Facebook. And we're going to really focus on three main things: formatting, algorithm, and my tips to help you find success. You're definitely going to want to stay through to the end of the video, where I'm going to give you like my number one most important thing that you need to do to have better performing videos on Facebook. Now, when it comes to creating videos on Facebook, it's important to have the right tool, which is why I've partnered with Kapwing to put this video together for you. Kapwing is my go-to tool and resource for creating all of my videos that I use for social media, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, all of that. They have a fantastic and vast workspace that allows for me to create so many social specific videos out of my existing content. I'm able to resize video, auto-generate and embed closed captions into my videos, add images, add text, do the different bars, all kinds of stuff. Kapwing just makes it super easy and super quick. And my favorite part about this tool, it's free. That's right, guys. You can get this tool for free. Just check it out in the link that I have for you down in the description. So when it comes to formatting, we're going to be talking about two things: how long should your video be and what size should your video be. So first things first, how long should your video be? I get asked this question all the time when it comes to anything really related to creating video content. And my answer to you when it comes to Facebook specifically is it's as long as it needs to be, but not 1 second longer than it needs to be. 59% of video consumers will stop watching your video or scroll past it if they think that it's too long or has too much extra unnecessary pieces of information. So you really got to get to the point no matter how long your video is going to be for Facebook. So when it comes to length, I want you to focus on two different kinds of length in video: long, binge-worthy content and short, thumb scrolling content. When it comes to binge-worthy content, these are going to be longer videos that are over 3 minutes, probably somewhere in the vicinity of like 3 to 7 minutes, that people are going to keep expecting from you. It's where you're going to be showing up on a regular basis. Maybe it's a series or something that you're doing on a continuous basis. Some of my favorite creators that do this is the Holderness family or Scary Mommy, or even people like Christina Kuzmic, who is creating really great, engaging content on the regular and consistently to engage with you. By creating that longer content, you're also going to have the added bonus of qualifying for Facebook ad revenue. When you hit 1,000 likes on your Facebook page, as well as you hit a certain milestone of watch time, over 10,000 minutes of watch time, you can start earning money on your Facebook page, just like you do with AdSense. So when you create binge-worthy content that is engaging and long-lasting on the platform, Facebook will ultimately reward you for that. The second piece of video content I want you to focus on are the videos that are shorter in length. These are going to be the videos I'm going to encourage small business owners to really focus on. They're quick, they're easy, and they're to the point. In fact, Facebook recommends that small businesses create videos that are 15 seconds or less, with the most important piece of content being in the first 3 seconds of the video. They want you to get to the point, get in and get out. Because again, I call this thumb scrolling content. This is stuff that can be easily consumed in a thumb scroll. Now, the kind of videos that you're going to want to create for something like this are going to be teasers for other bigger things that you have going on, but also text-based videos as well, where you have like text on the screen and video animations or photos in the background, or informative videos as well, which of course, you can see on the screen some examples of what I'm talking about. I think the most important thing for you to remember when it comes to creating your videos, the most important thing is not to have information or video or clips that don't serve a purpose. Get in, get out as quickly as possible, and don't waste people's time. All right, now let's talk about the size of your video. Now, over 500 million people are watching videos daily on Facebook, but 65% of them are watching them on mobile. So what's the right size that you should be using for the videos that you're trying to create to have the best success for getting that watch time on Facebook? So this comes back to us wanting to focus on two different things. We're going to focus on, again, that binge-worthy content and that short content. If you're creating long episodic content, you want to be using that horizontal format. You're going to be creating your videos with the dimensions of 1280 by 720. This is pretty standard across the board for most platforms. LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook all use this as our standard. And the reason that they do that is because it's the average size of your computer screen or a TV screen. So when it comes to the size of your short form videos, you're going to want to think, how much of that phone screen can I take up? The best thing that you can do is creating square or slightly bigger videos that are at a 5:4 aspect ratio, which you can see on the screen, the two examples. This is going to be really important for grabbing their attention because it's taking up so much of their phone. This is especially going to be helpful if you're doing what I suggested to you when we talked about how long your video should be, about using that first 3 seconds to put the most important and powerful information to grab their attention there in the beginning. Now, the best short form videos that perform well on Facebook are not only going to be square or that 5:4 aspect, but they're also going to be quick and usually will have text on them. So we're going to head over to Kapwing, where I'm going to show you how you can easily resize a video for social, add text, so it's going to perform better for you on that feed specifically for mobile. So this is Kapwing. Now what I've done is I've come into my workspace and I've uploaded a video into here that I want to turn to a social video. Now this is a video I did previously for an event that I want to use the end of. So I'm going to trim it, I'm going to resize it, and then I'm going to add text. So let me show you how to do this. I hope that you are loving the Digital Inspiration Summit. Okay, so this is what this is. So what I'm first going to do is I'm going to go into trim, and I'm going to listen to where I want this to stop. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this over. So I know about where I want it to end. So this is the clip I want, so I'm just going to hit done. Next, I want to crop. So I'm going to hit crop, and it's going to give me these different sizes that I can pick. And what's really awesome is it kind of guides this for me. You can do Facebook and Twitter portrait, Facebook and Twitter landscape, Facebook cover, Instagram, all that. But we're going to be focusing on portraits. I want, again, that 4:5 ratio that we talked about earlier. And I'm going to hit done cropping. Okay, so the other thing though I want to do is I want to add padding on the top and the bottom. Clicking on this background, I'm going to expand my padding. So this is where I'm going to do this. And what it's doing is it's keeping the ratio I have for my video, but giving me the padding that I want. So that's what's great. So you can again kind of adjust if you want to. Like I kind of want to remove some of that headspace I have there, but keeping the size bigger. And then I'm going to click and I'm going to change my background color just to this blue. For all things email marketing. Okay, so I have all this. And now I want to do static text at the top. And I'm going to be like, email marketing tool ever. Okay, I'm going to turn off the black drop box. I'm going to size it. It will automatically size for me. Change color. I can double click it if I want to make it a custom color. Okay, so I've added text, I resized it for Facebook. Now I want to maybe add in my subtitles down here at the bottom. So I want to go into the subtitle feature, and what it's going to do is actually auto generate it for me. So I have this little clip and I'm going to hit auto generate. Now this can take a minute or two depending on how long your video is, but this is one of my favorite newer features that Kapwing has. Kapwing has done a really good job of taking the things that everybody really wants when it comes to social video and putting it all into one place very easily and very affordably, which is why I'm such a big fan. I don't have to go do all these separate tools anymore to accomplish the things that I really want it to, which is why I wanted to share it with you, because it's going to solve a lot of your problems when it comes to creating better videos for Facebook. Okay, so let's head over to what we have on the screen now, which is going to be where we have I auto-generated for me. So you can go in and you correct it. So the thing that I'm running into is I want my text to stay into this blue part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend some time getting this adjusted, and that way I'm not wasting your time here. Again, only giving you what you need to know. So let me get it fixed and then you'll see in 1 second. Probably took me like 10 minutes, maybe less, 5 to 10 minutes. And what I had to do is align it all up, like make sure all of these numbers like match so that it would flow. So here's how it looks. I want to make sure that you know about ConvertKit, which is my I have it all down here, easy to use. I wanted to make sure that I showed you differently. Like I can turn off the background and have none. I can just have the white text there. I can change it to the color of it if I wanted to. It's just really handy and easy to use. So I can go through and check it out here. I've tried all of the tools, and the one that is the simplest, easiest, and most affordable to use is definitely ConvertKit. Okay, so this is my video. I have cropped it. I made it shorter. I cut out the parts I didn't need. I formatted it so that it could take up as much of the screen on that thumb scroll as possible while also being engaging. I have my text at the top and the bottom. I have the closed captions, which I'll go over as an important tip in just a minute. And it's short. It's a little over 15 seconds, but I think that I'm accomplishing what I wanted to do. I want to make sure that you know about ConvertKit, which is my favorite. So there you go. This is what I've done. Then I just hit publish. It downloads it for me. And then I have a video to add to my content calendar for doing all my sharing. Okay, so let's talk about the Facebook algorithm, because creating great videos that are the right size and the right length aren't going to do much for you if you don't know what Facebook wants. In the beginning of 2020, Facebook came out and said, we have 3 things that we're going to focus on for organic video when it comes to the newsfeed. And that's going to be loyalty and intent, video views, and originality. So based on those 3 things, what exactly does that mean? What are you supposed to do with that? Facebook is going to basically reward you for people watching and completing those videos. That's why it's important to really define what the 2 pieces of content is you want to make. Binge-worthy content or social video. If someone's going to watch your short social video clip, Facebook's gonna be like, yes, this page creates content that people want to watch and complete. So we're going to keep putting it in front of their followers and find new people to put it in front of. When it comes to the loyalty intent thing, that's what that binge-worthy content is about. If you're creating episodic content that people want to watch and they're seeking out, they're searching it, they're making that video or your page seen first on their newsfeed, it's going to really help you with what you have going on, because that's what Facebook really cares about right now. So really figuring out what kind of video you want to create so that you can make Facebook happy by making the viewers happy. You want people to watch as much as the video as possible. When it comes to Facebook video watch times, there's 3 different numbers you got to pay attention to: 3 minutes, 10 seconds, and 1 minute. These are the 3 measurements that Facebook uses mainly when it comes to the algorithm. And it says how many people watched the first 3 seconds, how many people watched the first 10 seconds, how many people stayed to a minute. The reason these 3 ones are important is based, again, on the kind of video. Did you create a binge-worthy content video or a social video? With social video, that first 3 to 10 seconds, super important, which again is why you want to put the most important thing first. And when it comes to that longer binge-worthy content, that 1 minute video means the most. Why 1 minute? Well, because at 1 minute, that's when Facebook is going to put an ad on your video. That's why those 3 markers are really important. You can see that in your Facebook analytics. Now, when it comes to loyalty, how are you creating loyalty within your videos? Well, that's when you want to create videos that give value. What can you do in your videos that's going to add to someone's life? Are you going to make them laugh? Are you going to entertain them? Are you going to educate them? Are you going to inform them about something? Are you going to make them aware of who you are? That loyalty is going to respond in the other thing that Facebook wants, which is engagements. People hitting like, commenting, and sharing your video. The more value you can give that person, the more they're going to want to give your video that has value to their audience, to give value to the people that are watching them. So if you give value to them, they want to take your content and give value to their people. So it's really just this balancing act of creating really great content that's really engaging, that's either binge-worthy or short social video. All right, so I promised you my tips to help you get your videos to have the most chance for success. So here we go. First things first, you only want to include the information that you absolutely have to have. I've gone over that quite a few times. I think that it's important to re-say it because you want to make sure everything that you have is going to give value, get to the point, and help tell the story and move it along. Again, we've talked about optimizing for mobile. 80% of Facebook users are using Facebook on their mobile, and 65% of all Facebook users are watching video on mobile. So make sure that you're thinking about mobile when you're creating your video content. Now, this is a really important one. As you saw when I created that video with Kapwing, I put the closed captions in there. 85% of people are watching videos on Facebook without sound. In fact, the number 1 complaint that people have about Facebook ads is how loud they are when they get started. So you really have to make sure to create every single video, and it needs to have text on it. Whether you are doing the closed captioning like we do with Kapwing, or you're creating a text animated video where it's like you have a whole montage and the text comes in and out of the video, which I have a whole video about as well, which you can watch in the cards right now. Either way, you need to make sure you have text, because so many people are watching videos without sound. Because you have to think, how are you spending time on Facebook? Are you in the bathroom? Are you in bed with your spouse? Are you watching something with your kids? Are you in line at Starbucks? Like, you're trying to watch things and engage with things, but if people can't do it without hearing you, it's gonna be really hard. And that's, I think, what something that's super unique to Facebook is that watching without hearing. So always do it, always. And go use Kapwing because it's free and it'll do it for you. Now, my top tip for you and anything that you do on Facebook is your most important content needs to be in the first 3 seconds. Stop, watch this. This is the most important thing you're gonna see all day on Facebook. Did you know that turtles can breathe through their butts, as my kids would like to say? Your most important piece needs to be at the beginning because it's gonna hook them to watch. There's so many other video platforms and different story techniques that say you gotta give the good stuff at the end, or you gotta give them a reason to keep watching, or give that bonus piece at the end, which is kind of what I'm doing here if I'm gonna be honest. Either way, you have to get people hooked on your video by giving them the good stuff there. And this is just standard across the board. Give value right up front so people know what they're getting into so they stop scrolling and start watching. The biggest thing I think about Facebook when it comes to creating your content is you need to make content specifically for the platform. And it really needs to be based on what's trending and popular right now. So right now, at the time of me filming this, a lot of things that are going on are related to Black Lives Matter, coronavirus, murder hornets, social unrest, all kinds of things like that. So the best performing content are things that are connecting with people through those things. So a lot of people are choosing to create Black Lives Matter content in support of it and sharing and helping people get through these times and how they can have a voice within it. When coronavirus came out, I did a whole thing about how you can create video and a business no matter where you're at, and I even put together a whole summit for it. It's staying trendy and topical because that is what works best on Facebook. Unlike YouTube, where it's evergreen and lasts forever, Facebook videos have a pretty short shelf life, and sometimes they revive depending on what's going on, but it's really important that you create content specifically for Facebook that is also trendy. Everyone's biggest complaint about Facebook is that organic reach is gone and it's so hard to connect and get seen in that cluttered newsfeed, and I hear you, and that's why I hope this video will help you. Now, the same struggle happens for people when it comes to Instagram as well, so I want you to watch this video right here about how you can make better Instagram videos, and until next time, I'll see you soon.